If you've been hearing the term rent-to-own, or phrases like lease option, lease-to-purchase, or lease with an option to purchase, and wondering what they actually mean in 2026 and how the process works, you're not alone. Before you decide if rent-to-own is an option for you to explore, let's review a couple of critical points. Please notice that the information below applies only to homes in North Texas area. To start with, let's clear up a very common misconception. Rent-to-own is a category of private agreements between the homeowner and the potential buyer in which the home buyer is allowed to move into the house prior to the purchase for a short duration of time. In most rent-to-own agreements that we see executed in Texas, the would-be homebuyer is signing a lease for 1 to 2 years. Although most people are familiar with the term rent-to-own, terms like lease option, lease-to-purchase, or lease with an option to purchase have a similar meaning. Although there are some small technical differences between those terms, for the purpose of this video, we will treat them as one category. Here's the basic structure most rent-to-own agreements follow. Step 1. You and the homeowner agree that you will rent the home first, with a clearly defined path toward ownership later. You agree on the rent amount, the expected duration of your rent, and the future purchase price of the house. Typically, you sign 2 contracts, a rental agreement and a purchase agreement that outline the expected end dates of your lease, the lease deposits, and a special purchase deposit called earnest money deposit that is typically charged on top of the rental deposits. Because of this additional earnest money deposit, which is often 1%, 2%, or more of the purchase price, a rent-to-own agreement requires more money to start the agreement than a typical rental agreement. Step 2. You move into the house. While you're living in the home, you work on your credit, or you wait until certain negative events in your life are behind you. Once your financial profile is ready, you apply for a home loan, and a lender secures a mortgage approval for you. Step 3. Once the mortgage approval is ready, the owner of the home transfers the title to you, and that's when you officially become the homeowner. Now let's pause for a quick myth-buster moment, as there are many misconceptions about rent-to-own process. Rent-to-own does not mean the home transfers to you just because time passes. You do not rent until the house automatically becomes yours. Another important thing is that, typically, none of your rent payments go toward your future purchase. The only thing that goes toward your future purchase is your earnest money deposit. It is possible, however, to set up a separate, saving account, with the homeowner where you pay a certain amount of money above your lease amount to go into a forced savings account, in case you feel like you might not be disciplined enough to save money toward down payment on your own. In most cases, you rent for about 1 to 2 years. After that, you must qualify for a full mortgage amount on your own merits. That means your income needs to be high enough, and your credit card balances need to be low enough, to qualify for a loan in that home's price range. So yes, you're basically still renting. But you're renting with purpose. You'll often take on more responsibility than a standard renter, such as minor maintenance or basic upkeep. And in many cases, you have more freedom to treat the home like it's already yours. Now here's an important point that surprises a lot of people. Rent-to-own is usually not cheaper than renting. It is usually more expensive than renting, both in terms of monthly payments and in terms of deposits. Rent-to-own agreements are often structured so your monthly payment looks similar to what a future mortgage payment would be, with additional obligations like small repairs. That way, your rent-to-own period will feel and look more like real ownership, and you avoid a painful adjustment later. So think of rent-to-own as a short-term transition phase from moving into a home to securing a mortgage. Let us be clear, rent-to-own is not a discount housing program for low-income families or a way to avoid getting a home loan that they would not otherwise be able to afford based on the family income. Most rent-to-own homes will have monthly payments over $2,500 per month, although a few lower monthly payment opportunities are available, depending on the location, home size, and home condition. If you would like to get a list of rent-to-own homes in your area, the types of documents needed, examples of financial calculations, information on new construction homes available with rent-to-own, and other resources, please check the video description where we will provide additional useful links. A few words about Elena Garrett and her team, 7X Group. Elena Garrett works with many first-time buyers, and she specializes in first-time buyer programs, rent-to-own programs, seller financing options and subject to an existing loan options, and other creative paths to homeownership in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. She maintains unique market resources, works closely with alternative lenders and credit professionals, and focuses on helping buyers understand what is realistic, not just what sounds appealing. If you are trying to figure out what pathway to home ownership might be best for your family, feel free to reach out to her for a private consultation. Her contact information is in the description below. As you can see, real estate is one of those businesses where details matter, sometimes a lot. That kind of strategic thinking is exactly what we focus on at 7X Group with Elena Garrett. Every client, every property, every detail, carefully analyzed so you can make the smartest move possible. And if we could ask for just a moment of your attention for something personal. In addition to her real estate work, Elena Garrett is also an animal foster care provider with the Dallas Animal Shelter, which means she takes in animals that are at immediate risk of euthanasia. Many of them come from very difficult situations and simply need time, care, and a chance to recover. Your real estate decisions are about your future, your finances, your family, and the life you're building. You deserve strategy, careful analysis, and someone who is fully invested in helping you make the smartest move possible. And if you choose to work with 7X Group, every successful home purchase and home sale also helps support the rescue work for Dallas area dogs that need a safe new start and a second chance. Call the number in the description below or visit elenagarrett.com. Thank you for viewing, and we will see you at the next video.